Good morning. You may have noticed that communism, capitalism, and socialism are early industrial age systems. You may also have noticed we're no longer in the early industrial age. The conditions are changing rather rapidly. In capitalism, you have private ownership. In socialism, communism, you have state ownership. But who owns the internet? But the means of production in the information economy, to a large degree, is the internet. So what do we do about this? We review, there's a lot of research going on around the world about the future work, but it tends to be short term. It's like 5 years, or one industry, or one country. It hasn't gone deeply into what are the tertiary consequences of economic change and cultural change around the world. The Millennium Project, this global think tank, we got a bunch of questions together that we thought were either answered badly in the other research or not asked. And then we took all that information and we created some scenario drafts. We sent those around the world for people to review and think about. And now we're feeding those scenarios back for workshops. And then we'll take the results of all these and feed them back to everybody around the world to begin a conversation that's serious about the future of economics. The future of economics conversations, in my judgment, is not serious. Discussions about AI, discussions about aging, discussions about a lot of the things we've talked about today are beginning to be serious. But when it comes to economics, not serious. Then what do we do? According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, after your basic needs are satisfied, but then the next step is self-actualization. Who are you? What is your gift to the world? That's unique. We've never had that capability before. You know, what we now will have it as a necessity because that's your competitive advantage, is you being yourself. And that means you will have the freedom of not being a nervous wreck about getting a job. You'll have the freedom to think, who am I? So you have time to think, time to explore who you are and how to connect with others around the world. So then slowly you can make this transition, and then we have a self-actualizing economy. Right? You want to self-organize, don't hire, self-organize. But then you take the strengths of each institutional category. That which universities do the best, they do. That which government does the best, it does. What business does the best, the same thing. But you're coordinating. So the business takes the strength of all the institutional capacities without the institutional liabilities. And that makes the Millennium Project so efficient. People evaluate us and they can't believe we do what we do. This is a collective intelligence system. Collective intelligence is when you integrate human brains, software, and information such that every element of each other can change each other all the time. So it's an evolving thing. So collective intelligence isn't a thing, it's an emergent property. The Millennium Project is a global participatory think tank. The idea is this is a think tank on behalf of human beings. It's not a think tank on behalf of a country, an ideology, or a single issue. We, the human species, need to think together in an organized way. I wish you a happy, successful future. And as they say in IBM, think. We've got to think more than we have before and collaborate. Thank you very much.